Welcome to 60s and Restless. One of the things that I have loved about getting older is a change from all the busyness to having more time for reflection, which in my 50s I'd say was self awareness, becoming more self aware. And in my 60s, I'd say it'd be more self acceptance. Now, there were certain things that kind of helped me on the road to self acceptance, of which, of course, is not perfected. But anyway, when I was younger, I was very busy raising a family and had a lot of responsibilities. And so, again, it wasn't until my 50s that I discovered certain things about myself. I was also in a relationship that kept me constantly doubting myself. Uh, until that ended, then the self awareness was able to come. So I had never looked up my astrological sign, and I mean I knew what it was, but I didn't know what the personality traits that went with it were. And so I took some time and I looked at that. I've never been a horoscope reader or one to put tons of stock in it, but until I read the personality traits of a Capricorn. And then it was like, oh, no wonder I'm the way I am. And so that was a big thing, was just, it's interesting. Don't look at it as something you have to buy into completely on any of the things I'm going to mention. But reading about your astrological sign is interesting. So that was kind of my first eye-opening thing, was seeing what a Capricorn was. Then there's this fantastic book that I highly recommend called The Secret Universe of Names. And you can get a used one on thrift books for about $5. And it's just really super interesting. The premise is that the sounds of the letters that make up your name tend to exhibit certain personality traits because we've been called that since we were infants. And so it builds within a certain thing. So looked up my name and it's like, oh my goodness, that's pretty dead on. And so that was interesting. I know there's things like color wheels and things like that as well. I haven't really looked into that too much. But recently, and maybe you all knew this, I was looking up things about my blood type. So I didn't know blood types had personality traits. So, I looked that up and found that that was dead on as well. So it kind of helps you if you just look into the why of how you are on the road to accepting this is who I am. It doesn't mean you can't try to mediate or strengthen certain other aspects of your personality, but if you've been raised or lived in an environment where you were always expected to be certain things, or certain personality traits were not held as high as other personality traits, or whatever it was, or you were considered cold, or you were considered too forward, or whatever it was. I think looking up those things are kind of fun. So again, Secret Universe of Names, looking up your astrological sign, Capricorn here. Blood type, I'm an O negative. So when you add the O negative to the Capricorn sign, it's like, wow, no wonder I'm the way I am. So I hope you have fun. It should be fun to look up things about yourself, become more self aware, and in the process, self accepting.